Hello, Dr. Throwsfar. Thanks for having me back again for another week. I know after last week you had me think about how frustrating it can be playing with that one guy. And I have to say though, before I get into that, I'm feeling kind of manic, so if I'm all kind of hyper and talking real fast like Chris Farley, please don't give me any more meds. So that one guy right on the golf course, disc golf course, there's a lot of those one guys that are really frustrating. One guy out there who always asks, am I outside the circle, And when that happens, you're going to see something funky. You're going to see people running and jumping and throwing and 1 foot and all kinds of crazy stuff. You're just going to see everything like that. And the funny thing is, I've only seen one person make one outside the circle when they ask if they're outside the circle, and that's Dan Runk. Everybody else, it's a circus freak show. Then you got the one guy, Mr. Excuses, right? I got a bad batch of discs, these are all flawed, but it ain't a disc. And then, they throw their putt and it hits the chains and it bounces out, or the basket. Oh, I know that basket was made in China, it wasn't made in America. But I don't care where the basket was made, with that putting throw that you have, nothing's gonna stick. Guy, right? The one guy who always is asking for help and tips, and typically they're struggling, they're maybe new, or they've been playing a while and they realize that what they're doing is not working. So you give them the tip, you give them the advice, you show them how to do it, and then you notice that they're not doing it anymore, and you say something to them and they're like, yeah, it just doesn't feel good. Well, buddy, that's why you suck, because you don't want to make any changes. Then there's the one guy who can't play in anything but great weather, If it even looks like it's going to rain, they're out there looking like not even a beginner, like lower than a beginner. Wait a minute, that's me. Then there's that guy, Mr. Ace, posting all these pictures weekly of all the aces that he's accumulated, and his running total tells you that he's made 232 this year. I'm sorry, I've seen you throw, man. There's no way you're averaging 4.5 aces a week. Then there's the one guy, the old guy, that, Mr. Back in the day. Well, back in the day, I used to blah, blah, blah. Well, buddy, unless you got a time machine in your back pocket and we're not able to go to back in the day right now, just do whatever you can right now. And then there's the one guy that, yesterday he played this course and he was 15 under, and you're playing with him right now and he's struggling to be 20 over. I mean, come on, really? Like, do you really think we're that stupid? Then there's the one guy who just can't seem to keep track of his own score. Talk about Mr. Frustrating there. I mean, come on, at the end of the hole you say you got a 3, you parred the hole. No, you didn't. You got a 5. How hard is it to count to 5? 1 off the tree, 2 off the tree, 3 off the tree, 4 off the tree, made the putt. 5. What up? What are you writing over there? You've been doing a whole lot of writing. Is it about me or what I'm saying? Then there's the one guy, Mr. Lost Disc guy. I mean, how many discs can you lose, first off? And second off, why am I hunting for your disc? If you don't take the time to go find it, why should I go find it? But I'll play your game and I'll try to find your disc for you, but my question is, how many discs do you have? So Dr. Throwsfar, I guess to wrap this up is you're trying to tell me to not be that one guy. Trust me, I try not to be that one guy, and inevitably I'm either that one guy or I'm paired up with about 3 of those one guys. I will try my best to do better when I go out and play this week.